I don't know what Avengers Doomsday is going to be about, but what I do know is the comic that Avengers Doomsday is based on. So here is the story of that if anybody's interested. The comic runs that I'm referring to are the Avengers and New Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. These are the comics that lead into Secret Wars, so it makes sense that these are what Doomsday is going to be about. The story begins with the discovery of incursions, which is basically when two universes or two Earths collide into each other, and if this happens, both universes die unless one of the Earth is destroyed before they collide. So to make a plan to stop this, the Illuminati is formed, and they come up with a solution that whenever an incursion happens, basically what they have to do is nuke the other planet, killing everybody on it so that their Earth is the one that lives. And obviously Steve Rogers of Captain America, who is on the Illuminati at the time, doesn't like this plan, so they kick him off and erase his memory. However, when the first incursion finally comes, they do try to come up with a peaceful solution, but end up just fighting the superhero team from that Earth. And while this is going on, Namor says, "Screw this," and just sets the nuke off and destroys the other planet. The Illuminati are pretty upset about this, so they kick Namor off, but he goes on to form the most evil team of all time called the Cabal, which include all the worst villains ever, including Thanos, to take care of these incursions the hard way. Now, while all this is going on, Dr. Doom decides he's going to figure out what's causing the incursions by himself, and he basically learns that the Beyonders, which are basically like a super powerful race of people from space, are causing all these incursions because they want to wipe out the multiverse and completely reset. So after recruiting Doctor Strange, Doom takes on the Beyonders and, get this, actually wins, defeating them and stealing their power, but that doesn't stop the incursions. It finally comes down to the last two universes in the entire multiverse, and we see this awesome battle between the Marvel Universe and the Ultimate Universe, which is basically just two comic universes going on at the same time. But when they realize their two universes are about to completely collide and destroy the multiverse, a few of them get on a ship, a team of heroes and a team of villains, and basically they leave the Earth and the multiverse ends. It explodes. However, now that Doctor Doom has the powers of the Beyonders, he takes the pieces of the multiverse that are flying through space and puts together what he calls Battle World, a single planet that contains pieces of every multiverse, and he is the God Emperor. And that is where Secret Wars starts and where I think Doomsday is going to end. So can the MCU do all that in one movie? Probably not, but I'm sure they're going to try.